There was 11-year-old girl named Madison. Madison Root. She had gathered 100 bags of mistletoe from her uncle's farm. She planned to sell the mistletoe at the Portland, Oregon Saturday market last weekend. But Root and her father were asked to stop selling their product by a local security guard because of a city ordinance. She was told that she could beg, but not sell. She said, I don't want to beg. She said she was selling her mistletoe bags, and she had planted this, and she was selling it so she could raise money for her braces. But apparently in Portland, Oregon, it is better to have somebody beg than sell something. The city said she just couldn't sell that in the marketplace. Well, I happen to have a marketplace myself. It's the Blaze Marketplace. And we've decided to have Madison on and have her sell her mistletoe to raise money for her braces and put her in the Blaze Marketplace. Hello, Madison. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
How are things?
Things are good. How are you?
Very good. You're 11 years old. Tell me the story about planting the mistletoe and how long you've been working on this.
Well, we actually didn't plant it. It was just up in the trees at my uncle's farm, and we were just planting it for a couple weeks. We just thought it was going to be something fun to do, and I was going to work hard for something I want, and that being my braces.
And so you cut the mistletoe and you put it in bags. And when the security guard came to you, how did that work out?
Well, it was just, he told me I was in, like, the park between the markets, so I actually wasn't in the market, which makes it even weirder because I was in a public park, and I had to be at least 250 feet away from the park to sell it.
Did he volunteer that you could beg for the money, or did you?
Well, we asked him about the beggars around us, and he said that they're begging for money, so you could beg, but you can't sell.
Does that make any sense to you? You're 11. Does that make any sense to you at all?
No, it does not make sense because I'm working hard. I'm trying to get something that I want, and I'm doing something. I'm applying myself, but now they're saying that you don't need to apply yourself. You can just sit down and ask for money.
Is your dad around?
No, he's not. He's outside of the car. I'm in the car.
He is. He and your mom have done a remarkable job. Your family is remarkable. For you to be 11 and to say what you just said, most people in this country don't say what you just said anymore. You have exceptional parents and
Thanks.
an exceptional family. So when we contacted you yesterday, I was a little disappointed that you priced it at $9.99 to get your mistletoe because I think we could sell this at $100 a bag. But maybe that's the greedy capitalist in me. We're not going to take anything from this. Normally the marketplace takes a commission or whatever, but we're not going to take any commission from this. We want you to have the money.
Thank you.
But can we sell something at $100 a bag? Do you have?
Well, we have actually like packages of 25. That's $100.
Packages of 25.
Yeah.
That's $100. Okay. So we could do that as well. I don't know if those are up there, but we should take a package of 25 for $100 because I think there's a lot of people that would appreciate and understand that you want to work to earn your braces.
Yeah, what it really boils down to is this generation's work ethic. And I think that how it's going right now, it's just disappointing. It disappoints me that this country has come down to begging instead of working hard for something you want and need.
This is the greatest kid of all time.
Yeah. Is she too young to run for president?
Yeah.
I guess so, right?
We could change how we go for the Constitution, the Constitutional Convention, and change it to 11 if your name is Madison.
Only for Madison.
So who are you named after, Madison?
I'm after, the movie Splash?
Mm-hmm.
The mermaid girl in Splash.
All right. I was thinking there was a chance, because of the way you're talking, that it was James Madison, but the mermaid girl.
Almost as good. Almost as good.
Are you homeschooled, or do you
No, I go to public school.
You go to public school. Where are you learning this? Because you're not learning it in public school, are you?
I don't know. I just my dad has his own company. He's an entrepreneur. Everyone, my whole family has always been an entrepreneur. They always have some business going on.
Okay, I think I've calculated this right. Madison for president 2040.
Okay.
I like that.
When she qualifies.
You could sell those bumper stickers.
Like we're going to have a country in 2040. Come on.
You can't. An 11-year-old can't sell mistletoe. We don't have a chance of having a country. Madison, it is really an honor to talk to you, and you make sure you give your father a big hug and your mom a big hug, and tell them thank you for raising such a great kid. And don't you ever give up on dreaming, and don't you ever let somebody tell you, well, you can't do this because you need those permits, you need this or that. There's always a way to freedom and to pursue your own happiness and your own dreams. That is what the Constitution guarantees you, that right. So don't ever give up, all right?
Okay, thanks.
And I bet you Madison the mermaid would have felt the same way.
She would have, yeah.
Felt the same way.
Madison, thank you very much.
Thank you.
God bless. Bye-bye.
That's my favorite guest of the whole year.
She's great. She is great. If that's not heartwarming, I don't know what is.
Yeah.
So how do you get the mistletoe?
You go to blazemarketplace.com. blazemarketplace.com, and right there on the front, in fact, let me pull it up. I haven't done it myself yet.
There's probably a fairly limited supply, right? How many?
1,000. She only has 1,000 bags.
Okay, so hurry.
$10. It will pay for her braces if we can sell all of them at $10 a piece. And now it's $4. It's like $4.99 for shipping. The Blaze is not taking any money from this. We are reserving the credit card portion of it. So if you use your credit card,
well, you have to do that.
Yeah. So let me see. Did you get on it, Stu?
I can't remember my stupid password.
I know.
I'm trying to buy it and I can't.
Mine is asking me for a password, too, and I'm like, password? I don't know what you're talking about. Password.
All right, I'm in.
All right.
I'm getting some.
I think your password is I own the joint.
That's what I
should let you write in.
That's what I keep saying, but it doesn't.
Doesn't seem to work.
No, it doesn't seem to work. Wow, I think we're hammering. We have gigantic servers. I've never seen this happen before. Are you loading?
Mine, I got in early. I knew the story was coming, so I got in early.
We have gigantic servers, and it's slow. Yeah, she's right there. Support Madison's mistletoe and her dream of being an entrepreneur. Right on the front to pay for her braces. So you just go there, today's fire sale, Madison's mistletoe. And we have it up for 4 days and 2 hours and 44 minutes, but I don't think it's going to last the day. I would love to sell all of her mistletoe and pay for her braces. By the end of the show would be great. It's $15 would be total. And
with the shipping, yeah.
Yeah, that's with the shipping.
And it's blazemarketplace.com.
Yeah, I can't even get on.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Because we have massive servers.
We're going to have this fixed, though, by January 31st. So,
yeah.
Well, I want you to know, I've only spent $1 billion on this website.
It's not that. I mean,
I've only spent $1 billion.
Well, you can't get any kind of working website for $1 billion.
I tell you what, look,
come on.
If you want to get on and buy this, here's what you do. You just write your name and your Amex number down on a sticky note.
We'll put you in a queue.
We'll put you in a queue. You call back in about 3 weeks.
We'll give you a call.
What we'd like you to do is put it on a sticky note, mail it to someone in Dallas, and ask them on the note to bring it to our studios.
I tell you what. We're just going to give you the long distance number of a bunch of identity thieves in Russia. Mm-hmm. You just call them directly and give them all your information.
This is weird. We're getting a huge surge of traffic, but my order just still went through.
Did it really?
How did that happen?
I don't know how that happened.
Wow.
That is weird. But we're processing your account information in someplace, probably in Latvia right now. The Russian mob has it. But I'm sure that's not going to happen with Obamacare. Because, the $1 billion, you wouldn't expect security.
Not for just $1 billion?
Not for just $1 billion.
It would be.
No.
Just please. No. What do you think this is, 1920? No.
Do you remember when $1 billion used to get you a website that worked?
Sure, 1920.
Can you imagine any company? Did you see that the guy who shorted, which bank was it? Was it Lehman Brothers or one of them? The guy who was the main guy who shorted Lehman Brothers, who said, this thing's going to come apart, shorted it, and then later it came apart. You see what he shorted yesterday?
No.
The company that designed the Obamacare website.
Oh, wow.
That I guarantee you that company is out of business. $1 billion, and I'll guarantee you that company goes out of business.
I mean, those companies are built, too, on government contracts, so a lot of that will have to do with if the government decides to continue to keep giving them money.
Well, see, that's amazing, because that shows you, that should show you your health care that's coming. Because if that company doesn't go out of business, Stu, you run a business, are you clamoring to if you come into my office and say, Glenn, I got the new marketplace, it's going to be great, it's wonderful. Really? Who's the company that's designing all of it? Oh, it's the same company that designed the Obamacare website.
Yeah, how are you going to get any business?
Can you imagine?
I fire you.
Yeah.
I fire you.
They're not mentioning that at this point.
We're the guys who.
We're the guy.
We really haven't done anything yet.
We're nothing really of
We're a
note.
startup.
There was a company a couple weeks ago that took all the mentions. They had done some work for the Obamacare website and took all the mentions of it off of their site.
I'll bet they did.
It's deleted from the resume time, folks.
Jeez.
That's where we are.
That's how bad it is. And if these companies don't go, you watch. We should really watch. If the companies involved don't go out of business, then truly entrepreneurial spirit, you've got to check on if they have any government contracts. Because if anybody has a government contract, they're being propped up, and you can't trust what they say they're doing. You just can't trust them because the government's keeping them afloat. How do you like that one, GM? Oh, that would never happen to you, would it? Chevy Volt. Portland police or security that she couldn't sell them. She could beg, but she couldn't sell anything.
Last update I have, this is a few minutes ago, 400 sold and hundreds are in the cart checking out.
Okay, there's only 1,000.
Yeah, so they're going to be gone really fast.
Obviously. So please help. It's $9.99 for a bag of mistletoe, farm fresh mistletoe. And this girl, she was one of the best guests we've ever had on the show. She was like, 11 years old. I can't believe this country where they're telling you to beg instead of, she's 11. I remember when I was 8 and this didn't happen. So anyway, it's you can find this at blazemarketplace.com, blazemarketplace.com. Of mistletoe that she was selling to buy braces. She had been told by Portland that she couldn't do it. If she sold 1,000 bags, she'd be well on her way of paying for all of her orthodontics. Well, we just sold through 1,000, and we called her back and said, could we get another 1,000 bags? And we're, I think, halfway through selling those bags. So we are teaching this girl, don't beg. She was told by the city, beg. Don't beg. You find a way to reach people, because there's lots of people that want to help her. 11 years old, an entrepreneur today. Go to blazemarketplace.com. blazemarketplace.com. 11-year-old girl, Madison Root, who was told by the police in Portland, Oregon, that she could not sell mistletoe to raise money for her own braces. She is an entrepreneur at 11. She was told that you could beg in the public park, but not sell anything. She didn't understand that. She said, I don't want to beg. I want to earn my money. No, sorry, you can't do that, but you can beg. So I found out about it yesterday. I called her up and I said, listen, we have a marketplace where you can sell your wares. And this is an example of you don't have to do things the traditional way anymore. You don't have to play. You can now connect with the world. I don't know how many mistletoes she was going to sell from her family farm. I don't know how many bags of mistletoe she was going to sell, but she wants to pay for her braces. So she said, I will offer for $10 a bag, I will offer the mistletoe for $9.99, and it's like $5 shipping and handling. And the marketplace, which I run through the Blaze, is not taking any cut from this. We are going to take the percentage for the credit card processing. But everything goes right directly to her. She has 1,000 pieces of mistletoe to sell, or 1,000 bags of mistletoe that she grew on her family farm. She sold those out in, 30 minutes? I think we're on to our second 1,000 now. Do you have an update on this? But here's why they have sold so much. Listen to this 11-year-old when I said, the thing is, I mean, where have we come to? It's when a society doesn't understand that you want to work for your money.
Yeah, what it really boils down to is this generation's work ethic. And I think that how it's going right now, it's just disappointing. It disappoints me that this country has come down to begging instead of working hard for something you want and need.
Love her.
She's 11.
A little wise beyond her years.
Oh, my gosh. And she talked
incredible.
about being an entrepreneur, that everybody in her family for generations has been an entrepreneur, and that's who she is. And, we just want to show her that, yes, we support you. So if you're looking for mistletoe, you can go to blazemarketplace.com. blazemarketplace.com. She's right there on the front. And buy the mistletoe, a bag of mistletoe for $10. It's $15 with the shipping and handling.
And as of now, because of the laws, there's no way to right now donate to Madison Route 2040 for president. But I think that should be created pretty soon.
It's unbelievable. Just unbelievable.